We're live. That's paint.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, Creative Faces? How y'all feel? We all live right now. Oh, I can never get this mic to just stay put, man. Stay put. All right. What's good, everybody? How y'all feel? Good vibes on Friday. Making the beat live here on air. Man, I swear, man, it just be feel like it'd be like a long time. It feel like it was a year ago since I did a live stream. That's just what it be feeling like. You be forgetting stuff, forgetting how to do stuff. Gotta remember things. All right, so on this particular stream, we're going to be using Studio One, and I gotta do something real quick. It's one of those things where you just forget, like, oh, I forgot to do this one particular thing. Something I always do. We'll make sure we set up the comment section properly. Here we go. The comment section is properly. So if you guys are watching, feel free to comment to the chats. I will see it. I'll do the best I can to answer your questions as I see them come in. I do appreciate you guys. Michael Gilmore, what's up, bro? You rocking with the setup? That's what's up, brother. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate it. Man, it has been a while since I chopped it up with you, man. It has been a while. I be trying new stuff from time to time, just switching stuff around, and We are streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and multiple other places I can't think. Those are probably the only places we are streaming on, but it just seems like it's a lot of places I'm streaming on. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Subscribe to the channel if you have not did so. Of course, if you're on YouTube, in the description area of this video, there are affiliate links about stuff that's on sale right now. And speaking of sale, there is this thing going on till March 31st with Native Instruments. They're giving out free instruments if you participate in upgrading your version to any of the bundles that they have, the complete versions. You have till December 31st to take advantage of that. So it's, as usual, you just probably waiting to buy in. Well, there is an incentive right now to just buy in and you get something for free, right? And then the other links in my description area is just affiliate links to other places. If you find something that intrigues you, you can get 7% off if you are someone who's looking to release music pretty soon and you need a digital platform. You can go through DistroKid. The link is in the description of this video, and you can take advantage of that 7% off discount for a year. I think it's like around $20 or so that it will cost you for the first year. The cool thing about DistroKid is that I've been releasing quite a bit of projects, and the only thing that I pay for is the cost. The I forget what it is. The cost to have it somewhere. The cost to have it on YouTube, and I forget. There is a lot of tools, like promoting tools and whatnot, that they have available in the account. I think it's like 20 something bucks for me, or that might be my price. I don't know, but there has also been made changes as well. Like, I do know that there was like $1 for Shazam, which was always kind of weird, in my opinion. Like, so if you guys know anything about that, that's old school, but that is how you like ask Siri to find that song that you're listening to. You know what I mean? But usually, like if you have an iPhone, you could say, I don't want to say, you say, hey, Siri. I'm making a delay because I have like all Apple devices around me. If I say that, it would trigger every device. So, yeah. What song is that playing? You know what I mean? Ask her what song's playing, and it'll pop up. And so I think that is now rolled into the feed now, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, really cool. They have artwork that you can load. They now support videos. So if you're doing like music videos, you could definitely take advantage of that, upload that there, and there you go. You got like music videos rolling through social media and whatnot. It also supports Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. My music is available on all those platforms through DistroKid, which is really cool. So I like it. I like it a lot. So lately we just been in this vibe, creating like smooth music, laid back, chill vibes. You know. Let's get to it. J Beats in the building. What up, bro? I'll be sure in the building. What up, bro? We just creating some cool, chill vibes. We're in Studio 1.6. Anybody on here use Studio One? Let me know. I've been using Bitwig lately. Or whatever you use, just type it in. What is your favorite DAW? What are you using to make beats? I'm using Arcade to create these chords, as a matter of fact. I think I'll extend these, you know. FL Studio in the building. What's up, PZ? What's happening? Studio One all day. All right, we got a Studio One gang in the building. All right, so I'm gonna split some stuff up, like some instruments and whatnot, and just kind of make a better sense out of some of them, or at least the chords. I want to put the chords on I don't know, maybe I can do duet. You know what? Let's go with Cloud Supply. Let's see. I ain't played with that in quite some time. Cloud Supply. Let's see, where is it? In your opinion, what is better, Ableton or Studio One? That is a great question. And the answer is going to be it just depends on you, to be honest with you. If you're asking me what works, and that's going to be the same question. If I am to answer that question for me, like what works better for me, it's like it depends on how I feel. It depends on what I'm trying to achieve. I do like Ableton for the fast workflow. You can just get in and just start creating clips, build on it, and then you can create variations, line them up. That's what I do in Bitwig. That's why I love Bitwig. Actually, I use Bitwig more than I use Ableton Live because Bitwig does have functionality that reminds me of Studio One or Logic or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it works in a way where it is, I don't know, like for instance, like bounce in place. Bounce in place is one of those things that I love doing. That's just one of my things. It's one of my deals. I love bouncing in place. Like after you put an instrument in, usually the instrument in your DAW is what tax your CPU. You have so many instruments in your situation, your jab is going to run slower. So with Bitwig, for instance, Bitwig actually handles that a lot better. Like when things crash, Bitwig, the plugin would crash, not Bitwig. In Ableton, if a plugin crashed, Ableton would crash. Studio One, if a plugin crashed, Studio One is crashing without a doubt. Also, when you loading up instruments, sometimes they take time, right? Because they loading up samples and things like that. In Bitwig, you can continue working, click stuff, and everything is super responsive. When you're doing that in the other platforms, you have to wait until that plugin fully loads. So, like, I love how Bitwig has their system is set up where it's the best, which is one of the reasons why I use Bitwig. But it also reminds me of Ableton, so it's like it gives me the best of both worlds, right? Yeah, I just think it's really cool. Bitwig just is dope. We're in Studio One today because just was kind of feeling like doing something in Studio One. I don't know why. Why did I do that? I don't really. Oh, I was recording something, and then I just kept working in studio. That's what it was. Studio One does have a lot of things about it that I love, you know. So I found myself coming back in here. Like I say, when I'm mixing, for mixes though. So if we're gonna break it down like that, for mixes, if you're mixing projects, I prefer Studio One. I prefer you working through Studio One because of all of the mixing capabilities. It just makes it sweeter to do it inside of Studio One. And then, like with that being said, Studio One at that point is what you can compare with Pro Tools or Luna. I wouldn't even throw Luna. Luna's in a bag all by itself. Luna is something I'm more than likely I'm gonna have access to that at some point. Luna is a different type of beast. Luna will be a step up for me. Like I wouldn't go Pro Tools. I've been Pro Tools. I started out in Pro Tools and I hated it, and I don't see myself going back to that. Like I hate that platform with a passion. But Luna might be a clear winner. So when we talk mix, Studio One, right? Music production, Ableton Live is geared towards people who make beats or playing live, right? Hence the name Ableton Live. However, it deals with things differently. You know what I mean? That's why I say it just depends on workflow. I like depending on your workflow, I think that it is where it is mostly. If you're using things like Contact Player, you know, if you're a heavy user of Native Instrument stuff, if you're taking advantage of the routing inside of Contact because Contact Player can support 16, it's easier to do it in Studio One. It's just so much easier to break things down, and it just makes better sense to me. So it's like in terms of that, also like when you're doing things like this, when you like duplicating sections, taking a section, say for instance, I label this as chorus or hook, taking a section and duplicating the actual arranger versus doing this, taking something and selecting that section and then like taking that and then or like taking the selector because these are smart tools, so like depends on where you are in the region, like the top or the bottom part of it, doing stuff like this, just selecting anything pretty much, right? I don't have to do that in Studio One. All I gotta do is hit here and duplicate, right? If I want to take this and move it in between, I can do so, right? So now my hook is first, my intro is second. And I'm not using any series of extra buttons as I click. I'm just moving stuff. That's all I'm doing. So I'm gonna take this hook and move it back. Now let's do that again. Move it to the front. Boom. Right? Like that to me is a feature that I like in Studio One. In other DAWs, they work off of a marker system, which in Studio One it does have markers. So if I prefer to use markers, I can use markers. See, now we can have, say I can. I'm just typing some random words. Say second. If I want to create another marker right here, I could say this is third, whatever you want to name it, right? You right click on it and you could create I don't know if y'all seen that. That was too fast. So let's go back. So based on my markers, all I gotta do is right click on it and say, hey, create a range of section from markers. Boom. So now I have second, third, you know what I mean? It just made my stuff like that, which is really cool. I don't usually do it that way, but if you're used to working with markers, right? Because you're coming from like Ableton or something like that, you still use markers, but then you learn the power behind using the rangers, which is like this. There's a section also where it reflects what the rangers is and is what it's doing, like this section over here. And also they did something pretty cool where you just double click on the ranger and it just start playing. You know what I mean? You just kind of like what Ableton is doing, but not quite. But yeah, just double click and it start playing that section, wherever it is. Or I think you can do it from here too. No, you can't. Oh, you got to click the side of it. Yeah, stuff like that. My answer is probably long-winded, man. Like I don't know how best to answer that question without the simple. I don't know. I can't pick. I can't choose because each DAW has strong points that benefits my workflow. So for me, it's just been back and forth between Studio One, Bitwig, and I do use Ableton from time to time. Absolutely, because Ableton is still fire. Ableton is, but I think what it is for me, I've been waiting on somebody to take lead and putting a feature in there that kills everything. Like, there is no best doll, right? I believe in that. The best doll is the doll that you choose to use and you choose to learn and you choose to just study and grow with. That's the best doll. That's my answer usually for people. But every doll has something that I would prefer it had for me to stay longer in it or make it a little bit more of a prevalent presence, make my presence more prevalent. Like Bitwig, if they just add something like, I would love that they add a better way to route instruments, but it's not necessary. I mean, it's cool, but the other thing that, let me think, that's not too much that I hate about Bitwig though. The colors are not that great to me. Like the way it is set up. I wish they changed the GUI. Like it just looked like, uh, it's not as attractive to me. At first it was because it was different, but now it's like Ableton Live. I love the way Ableton Live looks. Ableton Live has a more polished look. It's different, but it's more polished looking. Studio One is just, it is, they need a better way to handle the CPU. It crashed way too much, and I think that is part of my frustration. Like because it crashed so much, I've been using other platforms because when I get going and then something crashes shit and it's just like, oh, that's the end. It's like, oh my gosh. And then depending on how much I like the song, I'll keep y'all been here forever. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know the vibes. Yeah, I'll be sure if y'all can bear with the commercials on the stream. It is the stream is monetizing. It is sort of how I am able to make money when there's commercials on the stream. That's that helps me. It's like pennies on a dollar, but you know, if I could put out a product that everybody go buy, then I'll turn the commercials off. Yeah, but yeah, monetizing the stream is the like I try to, you know, any way I can, anything that helps pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? The stream ain't free. I'm paying for this, and y'all get to watch it for free. So just bear with it. I hope I answered that question. I hope it wasn't. So me revisiting that question, Ableton or Studio One? It depends. I will still say it depends on your circumstances. For beat making, I would say Ableton. I would have to go Ableton. But that depends on what you're doing in terms of like beat making. You know what I mean? That it really, really depends. If you're doing orchestral stuff, you can do it in Ableton. In fact, Ableton has, like, if you go with the Suite version, there are instruments in there that caters, like Spitfire, for instance. Spitfire has a library, a factory library in there that sounds so good. It sounds so good. So it's like when you put stuff like that in there, it's like, and it is designed to work with devices. So it's not like it's a GUI, a whole plug-in system where it pops up and wherever, however it's coded, is pulling heavy CPU from your computer. You know what I mean? Like processing very heavy. They have it inside the devices where it keeps the CPU down, and simple interface. You don't have to think much. You just play the sounds and just click a couple buttons to change the articulations. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. If you're trying to be creative, like you're a creative person like me, which is why I dabble around like this, Ableton all day. Ableton all day. And if you wanna like if you one of the persons that appreciate a advanced sampler, you want a serious sampler, drum machine, and all that jazz. Ableton would be the best for those type of stuff. Ableton, I feel like, can warp better. It has a better warping function in there when you speed the song up, slow it down, or stretching samples. It warps a lot better. There's a lot of engine modes, more engine modes than it is here in Studio One. I think we only have 3 or 4, and that's it. And between those engines that is switch between, there's certain type of things you can do every time you switch. Like for instance, if you're switching between like the sampler and within the sampler, or just dealing with samples, that is, you going from like the regular sampler, stretch, slice, like stuff like that. There are things that it's doing to the sample in a more creative way, just by just playing with the dang on engine. I don't know, I forget what it's called in Ableton, but the engine that deals with the warping and how it responds to the sample and what it's doing to the sample. There's more, and that's stock. Before you put any plug-in on it, it's doing that on its own, and you're just switching how the engine responds. That's crazy. In Studio One, you can't do that. There is no. You switch the engine a couple of times, but that's it. You switching the engine, and if your sample sounds weird, like for instance, if it just sounds weird in whatever mode this is, like for instance, okay, so the time stretch is in drum, but you can switch to elastic, pro, or monophonic. Then you got the format, and then you got the tape resampler. That's it. Studio One, there's way more to choose from. In Bitwig, there's even more to choose from. So it's like, if you're into stuff like that, and I'm into stuff like that, why if I want to do something different to sample, and before I throw a plug-in on it to change the tone or change how it, what it's doing, I sometimes play with those first, because they be rendering some really cool stuff. I get a lot of inspiration from that. So like, coming from that is, I can't answer that in a simple way. But if you're a beginner beat maker, that's not an answer. That's not a simple answer to that either, because like Studio One is more simpler, right? Studio One is definitely more simpler, but it don't have much to choose from in terms of instruments. Now, the only way to get more like presets and more samples, stuff like that, is being a subscriber to their Sphere program. So if you're not paying a monthly cost to be a part of the Sphere, then it's going to come bare bones, basic samples and basic presets, blah blah blah, and then it won't be worth having Studio One to do beats, as if you're doing beats, unless you have your own plugins. Like if you already had instruments and virtual instruments that you are using, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, if you just like fresh, I would say Ableton. Ableton is probably the best bet, because they give you the best bang for your buck. There's a lot of stuff, even like at the base model, at the standard version, or even the light version, they still give you some some really cool samples to work with, to start you off with. I mean, Studio One does too, but there's an edge that I would give towards Ableton, if that makes sense. But for mixing, Studio One. That was a long drawn out answer. I apologize, guys. That was a long answer. All right, let's keep it moving. Wow. So like right now, I don't even know what's happening right now. I really don't know what I did. I'm trying to select. I can select those, but for some reason I can't select. That is, maybe it's the tool that I'm like, okay, okay, that's what it was. That's interesting. Okay. Anyway, let's keep it moving. You see how it's like buffering and stuff like that? Like, I can't do nothing until it's stopped. You gotta hit save each time. That's the thing. Otherwise, you're gonna lose stuff. I think I want to take those out. Let's take that out. I just want it to be straight. But in terms of MIDI editing, if you say between Ableton and Studio One, I have to give it to Studio One. Studio One has the best MIDI editing. The different things you can do to the MIDI is totally on a different level here in Studio One. But you might not need all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like when I open this up here, there's more options that I have that I could play with. And all of these different things you could do to MIDI. And then you have more tools you could switch between, like these here. You switch between these different tools. In Ableton, it only gives you a pencil icon, which means you can make your punch in whatever notes that you're using, and that's it. That's all. That's all it's gonna do for you. But when you select the note in Studio One, you can select this option called Split the Grid or something like that. I think that's what it is. Split the grid, and then it splits it for you. Maybe Ableton does it. Yeah, never mind. Ableton does that too. I'll take that back. I think. I never tried that, but I think it does. Legato, making notes legato to the next note. Ableton does that as well, so I can't lie about that. What else? Transposing, tempo. overlap, legato overlap. I just think Studio One does it better. Like I just did that. So just click this button right there. Also, you can make your own macros. You can change these. You can change what you see up here, and you can make your own macros. You can create macros to the point where you click one button and it does 5 different actions, kind of like what you can do in your computer. I don't know if Ableton can do that. Ableton, like the key commands for Ableton is set in stone. It's like you can't customize it. In Studio One, you can customize whatever. Like this whole section is dedicated towards what you see fit, what works best for you. That's why when people ask me, so what key command was that when you did that? I'm like, I don't think that'd benefit you or me sharing that because I customize my key command. So what I set mine to do, and you try to do that on your system, is you do something totally different than what I'm doing. So that's that's the mathematics behind that. But Ableton is prettier to me. it just deals with things like I like how it looks. But hey, Studio One is not too bad. In Studio One, you do have thumbnails, like this. They'll pop up. You can save thumbnails. I think this is dope. That is cool. I'm not in love with Studio One's browser, but you at least have that, right? But Bitwig browser, I feel like it's the best browser to me. Like the way that thing is set up, I don't really care too much for having thumbnails when you got a browser like Bitwig. Bitwig is on a whole nother level. The way you search for stuff, how you can favorite stuff, customize your favorites and your go-tos and whatnot, man. Bitwig got that on lock. Their browsing system is crazy. It's ridiculous. Now, in Studio One, you have only this section for browsing for anything. You do have this section over here, like if you want to browse for something, you could go this way. But like, who wants to go this route? And you know what I'm saying? These are some of your presets on a channel per channel. But this is what things look like when you need to go and find. I mean, you could type things in. You prefer to do it that way, that's fine. I mean, it's all the same, but I'd never go that route. But like in Bitwig is different. But the way Bitwig looks in terms of like the channel lanes, it does get a little cluttered looking. That's one thing I don't enjoy about Bitwig. Like things like it'll decrease skinny like this, but it won't show the information like the MIDI information or wave information. You have to come all the way out and it'll get big like that to see everything, but it's like, oh, that's not. But in Studio One, when you decrease, you can like go to whatever height that you want and it will still show the information in here, so you can still kind of get a gist of what's going on. I could do this if I want to, you know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like maybe we can do that too, but it's all, every platform is different. So right now I'm just playing Remember. I'm playing Remember that effect. Jeez, what? See the favorites. It just look in here. It's just things are clunky, man. I've been dealing with it for years though. I don't even remember. There's one thing I want to put on here. I'm trying to remember what that is. What is it? Is it that one? It might be. Meta tune, maybe. Hopefully I saved this. Sheesh. Retrovision, what up? No, this is not right. This is not the one. Oh man, is it Mega something? No. Gosh, what is it? See, if I was in Bitwig, this would be a different story. Like I know everything is. Oh my gosh. Crap. Rely on these thumbnails. Maybe I'll find it. But I don't remember if I made a thumbnail for it. Maybe I did, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. There we go. Murder Melody. That's what it was. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. I think I'm gonna take this out. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna just replace it. But it is easy to work in Studio One, I ain't gonna lie. You know, you just gotta pick your I like that better. Just keep it simple, right? I'll just take this. Say. So. Maybe I could bring these over to. And then also to like sidechain is super simple. I think it's simple anywhere actually, but you know, there is an edge in Studio One, but you got to put a compress on it though. For my drums. I'm just using samples and I just kind of place them where I want it. Put some fades on the end. Could have just did that with this. Nah. Kind of like what I did before. Okay, let's get that back. Let's just do it over. off. I like that. Two Nickels, what up, bro? I know Bitwig is not doing a retrospective record. I know that. So many ways you can go with this, you know. You just pick one. I might go with that. thinking the next section should be that's cool. And then something like that. I'm gonna come back to this and finish this at another time. Let's start something new. It's getting boring to me. Oh, I know how y'all feel. I want to say thanks to everyone who is watching right now. Hit those thumbs up, subscribe. Subscribe. If you ain't did that already by now, I ask that you subscribe right now. It will be a great deed upon you. A great deed upon you. Now I'm trying to see, should we just go to Big Wig? Because I'm like, man, let's just go to Big Wig, yo. Let's just make this all the more exciting. Just make it more exciting. Just go to Big Wig. I don't know. What y'all think? We staying in here? Or we going to Big Wig? What y'all want to do? Make me get mad real quick before I start something. Because when I start something, it's going to be something. It's going to be something when I start something. So why scaling up? Oh. Yeah. Scalar. Why? Why aren't you showing up? Oh. Is that why? It should be. That should be it. That should be it. I don't want to play with that. I just had a quick idea come up in my head, and that's going to be Playbox. Playbox, guys. It's all about the Playbox. Look who decided to show up. It is Mellow. Everyone, stop what you're doing. Standing ovation. You said YouTube is glitching. I'm kind of seeing that. I'm kind of seeing that too. I don't know what it is. The YouTube browser. The YouTube browser is frozen. Hmm. I like playing with this all the time. You can't say no to the Playbox. I like that. Fire. Let's get machine going. Yeah, Playbox is fire. Come on, come on. Okay. All right. So like this section right here. This is what I would use Bitwig for, right? Like going different sections like this. Man. Okay, here we go. See how I want to do this. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. make that 4. I ain't gonna fool with that. I do like that. said, when is Native Instruments? I know they. Well, actually, there's a sale going on, right? Well, it's not necessarily a sale, but if you buy or upgrade or whatever, they're giving away a few instruments depending on what tier you upgrade to for free. Like one of them it's the link is on the description, to be honest with you. We're gonna put this retro on here, I know that for sure. So one of the instruments is this one. Monolith. That's one of them. Sounded kind of cool to me, so we're gonna keep it. Okay. So the next one. Okay. If it sound like that, then let me look for that phaser. I like how it sounds doubled up like that. Hold on. Give me ideas. Put that phases on there, yo. Ooh. Okay, so the other one is it's like what is it? I forgot. Let me save this. Okay. Man, I forgot just that quick. It's probably like right in here somewhere. I bet. I can't remember what it was. It's gotta go real slow. Real slow. I don't remember, man. I think this is the other one that I hardly talk about. Yeah, this is the other one I hardly talk about. As I'm showing y'all this stuff, I'm getting vibes from them, and I don't even know what's going on right now. I can't explain it, so I just find where it fits, and then it just happens. Cause all I'm gonna do is take this and do something else to it. Okay, so if I'm going for the other one, yeah, so that's that. And then the other one is, man, I don't remember. What is it? It's got like a greenish. Maybe I should look for that. Green, anything green. Anything green. Anything green. Anything green. Hey, hey. Anything green. Ooh. There we go. That's what it is. That's Now for my favorite bass. Couldn't wait to put this one in here. shakers, not. Should have. Man. I didn't know. You said KRS-One on the track. Let's see. animation on that. And you're gonna get something to start before it. Like so. Like this. Okay. I want it to be a build right there, like a story. What could I do? I know I'm about to bounce down the drums. Stem these out right quick. Oh man, this is gonna be a nightmare. Man, I got 4 different banks, yo, and I'm only using like 2 sounds per bank. This is gonna be challenging. This is the parts that I hate. Selected. What is selected? I don't know what's selected. Scenes selected. I wonder if selected means the drums that are playing. Let's try it. I'll see. Man. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is gonna be challenging. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Cannot export because file name contains. Oh gosh, really? 'Okay, let's see. How did that do? Hmm. 64 items. How long is these things? Huh. It doesn't say how long they are. Okay, 6 seconds. 6 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 seconds. This is the part that I hate. I did not enjoy this part, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Come on, man. Let me get in there. Oh my gosh. Really? Okay. That ain't even 4 bars. Or is it? I guess so. I guess it is, guys. So what I gotta do here is turn that up so I can see which one is which. So that means that this, this, that, 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 that. I guess so. Hmm. Wait. Something is funky. Is it this one? Get that one out of there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just push that there. See what that sounds like. Okay. That don't sound good at all. Oh. Okay. I'll just delete that and bring that back. That's how that will work. And then take these and duplicate that instead. So there we go. There we go. So I want to crossfade these joints. I don't like that. Oh my gosh. So if we're not crossfading, I'm gonna have to take this one, the end of this, and place it like right there. That's how we're going to do that. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Okay. What up, Sean Lee? Said, what computer do I have? It's an iMac 27-inch. It's still the Intel model. I don't have the M1 chip. That's something I will do eventually. See if I can add this one on here. Y'all cover y'all ears because we about to go to the next level. I don't want y'all blaming me for your eardrums popping, so please be advised. Cover your ears. We about to boost. Some saturation on this right quick. Actually, it sounds better without anything on it. X that. I like how it sounds just like that. No. So no. Take that off. What's up, Ron? period drummer. I need to duplicate that. I need some drum fills. Okay, let me take this. What's giving me latency issues? Let's see. I could find out this way. Okay, maybe not. Huh. All of the VLab stuff is okay. The year of my Mac is a 2019. You have a Max? What is a Max? Oh, the Mac Pro 8 core. But time to upgrade. Yeah, Macs don't allow you to put new operating systems in it. That's just not a thing that Mac allows you to do. Mine's is a 3 gigahertz 6 core Intel Core i5. The only thing you could do. Okay, the only thing you could do is upgrade the memory. Yeah, they'll allow you to upgrade the memory, which mine's I have 64 gigs for memory. A lot of them will come. Like I remember back in the day, they came stock with 8 gigs of memory, and you max those out at 16. That's what I usually did. But now this model can handle a little bit more. I think this one's supposed to max out at 32, but I put 64 and it recognizes it, and so I don't know if that's good or bad. But I know a few people who do it, and I just did that to see what happens, and it recognizes it. I'm not sure if it's using all of the power of it, which is kind of what I starting to think. But mine's is 64 gigs, 27. Yeah, it's 2019. This the mid or no? It's straight 2019. It's not even the mid version. So yeah, as far as operating system, nah. You might be able to change the internal drive. This one is a hybrid SSD. So I don't even know what that means. Maybe like 500 is like spending the disk and then the other. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. I don't know how they do that. But I am looking forward to grabbing a M1 or M2. But I know they've been like not focused on iMacs lately. But the latest iMac is still better than what I have, so I think I just might do that. Victoria Lynn, welcome, welcome. You said Gangsta Paradise vibe. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. 803 decides to come out with and hang with us. What's up, bro? Oh man, I need a something. So I need if I'm experiencing this, this is where bouncing in place will come in handy, I guess, because my CPU is at 38, and oh, that's what it is. The Porter cassette deal, that thing pulls. That thing pulls. That this thing right here eats really good, really good. That is the other issue I'm having. Yeah, that's the thing right there. Oh snap! Ron got the new badge. Congratulations to Ron with the new badge. Well, I can't show you on the screen because it doesn't show on the encoder that I'm using. It won't show the badge, but congrats, man. So I forgot which one that one was. It just looks dark. Is that the 2 year one? Ron been rock. I think it's the year. Like if you've been rocking with me, if you're a supporter of the stream, if you have a subscription with me, you get your badge change every so often. And I can't remember which one that is. So that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. You get the flaunt. You get to show your badge off and do your thing, man. But like, look, you know, you get to sit next to people and be like, bruh, hold on. Hey, let me make the screen big so you can be like, bro, hold on, bro. Do you not see? Do you know who I am? Do you understand how long it takes to get to where I am? Like, scoot over. Ron gets to come to the class late and claim whichever chair he want to sit in. That one. Hey, young man, you mind scooting over? You mind getting out of that seat? Let me. That's my chair. That's my chair. And then if he give you some lip Ron goes, the badge. Check the badge, bro. Check the badge. I've been here longer. Seniority, bro. Seniority. That's funny. I love it. I appreciate it, sir. You ain't got nothing to say, bro. Check the badge. Check the badge. Check my credentials. Check my credentials, man. Dang. So that's 2 years. Dude. Wow. Congrats, Ron. Ron just collected the badge for being a huge supporter. How do you say that? Yeah. Seniority. Ron is vintage. He get to call shots now. Ron, you'll be starting stream now on the channel. It's like scoot over, Ellip. I've earned my space here, so scoot over a second. I have a few words for the congregation. I got the badge, bro. I've earned my right here. Scoot on. Scoot on over, Ellip. I mean, it's like Ellip. You've done a wonderful job on the channel, but I have a few words I want to share with you people. Scoot on over, bro. Man. That's what's up. I honestly didn't think that anybody could reach that far. That's crazy. Man, I appreciate it. Let's see, who else is here? Got Two Nickels, got 803. All the members. I got my members. All my members. Add that badge to the 29 months. To the degree. Add it to the degree. That's what's up. That's what's up. Custom made degree with the badge on it, you know. Hanging on the tassel. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, I need to start conditioning some instruments, man. If I wanna make changes. But how long have I been on here? I've been on here for 3 hours. It's about time for me to get off anyway. I do want to add some drum fills to build in sections and stuff, like just make it more interesting, because the drums just doing the same thing over and over. But yeah, that's what I would do. And depending on how I feel will determine more instrumentation. I will definitely condense some of these instruments. And that's the thing. Like, that's why for me it's important that I have the option to bounce in place and do it relatively quickly, because if you ain't like able to live, man, you ain't gonna be able to do this stuff like this. You gotta freeze the track first. and then consolidate it, and then it's like 3-5 different clicks before you get to the desired results. Anybody got time for that? Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to throw that hat in the air, bruh. Yeah. As a matter of fact, you're gonna have to lock that down. Lock that down on the back of your gown. Like a I don't know. So like a string down to the back of your neck. Attach it to the cap. That way it prevents from people from just snatching it off your head. So if they try to snatch it off your head, they pulling you. Like, hold on, bro. Like, get my hat. Like, no, this is vintage, bro. Like, do you know the power in this hat? You can't just be you can't throw that in the air, because then it's up for grabs. It's like, man, I worked 2 years for that. Nah, bro. Or what you could do is fake it. Like, all right, everybody, flip your tassels on the other side, and then the part where everybody throw it up, you just take yours and just act like you throwing it up, and then just put it back. Just throw it up in the air, like, yeah. The idea is I'm throwing it in the air, but I'm really not, because this hat is too expensive and it's got a lot of weight and it's got value. Can't do that. Everybody else doing it, not me. I can't do that. Nah, that's what's up, bro. I appreciate it. Man. Appreciate that. But I'm gonna get off. I have fun. I appreciate you guys for coming out. Visit the links in the description of the video, and y'all stay easy. You know what? Yeah, it's gonna be some changes. Keep coming up with ideas, but I gotta end the show, guys. Remember, music is art, you're the artist. Paint your pictures. Stay creative with those rules.